Happy with that? Oh, morning, dude. Right, let's build some stuff. Let's get it. Okay. I think we'll be making a few of these today, a few more, as they're proving very popular. Oh, sneak preview. Gonna focus on a few more of those and some rings, because people love those and the rings. So let's get going. Definitely gonna use this today. The plies on that, beautiful. Look at that colorway. Probably gonna make one incense holder and a few rings out of the tail, because there's plenty of good space here. See, for those of you that don't skateboard, when skateboards are made, 7 plies are pressed together. Some companies use a certain color ply, normally a colored top ply, something natural in the middle, and a colored bottom one. It all differs, you know, so I never get a choice of what colors to use. They all just come like this. And it's great for us because it means we've got loads of different varieties of boards. So that'll be a nice natural one. Already lines in there. We've got like a nice natural top, black middle ply. That might be quite nice. I think I'm going to use one of them. I think let's do one of these, one of these, and one of these. So I'm probably going to start with just chopping a little strip here. So I'm going to use that already sliced one as a template. What I'm going to do is just clamp this down. Good. So what I'm going to do now is cut the tail off for the rings. So I've got a nice flat, straight area that I can bore some holes into, cut them out, and then start shaping the rings. That's good. Yeah, let's start slicing some of these up. Even this little section here and this little section, I could even knock out for a few rings. So it's amazing that that little scrap bit of broken board can actually go into something new and really cool. Got one incense holder, a few rings to match, which is rad. I'm gonna get all the saw bits out the way, so I'm gonna slice this one up. Doesn't need to be perfect. Nice little plain one. For those of you that don't like the mad colours, you've got a nice, all just brown, little bit of black in the middle. Rad. So there's 1, 2, 3 incense holders. Let's get these incense holders out of here because they're done for the minute. Slice this little bit and then we're good. So, picked up a little assortment of drill bits from Wix, Googled like the average ring size that people wear, and I just got like an assortment of the middle range of the average, so that, you know, there should be a ring that can fit you all. So I'm going to start boring out the holes on these. So I'm going to clamp them in here, get one of these, and get that hole nicely drilled out like that, and then I'll sand them off. Let's get cracking. I usually just eyeball it to start with. I'd say that's pretty good. Doesn't need to be super straight. Perfect. Cool. Changing this drill bit out for a smaller one, so it's going to be kind of like a bigger ring, and I'm going to put the little one on to make a smaller ring. Let's see how these turned out. Yeah, nice. Let's get this going on this black one, because this is going to be real nice. That is the one right there. Right, I think it's time to get on with some sanding. I'm going to sand that off on my little belt sander circle and get it shaped up. So, safety first. Cool. So there you have it, just two little rings popped out. I'm only going to go about that thick with the sander, then I'm going to hand sand all the edges down, make sure it's a nice band shape, and then fine sand them, polish them, let them dry, and then they're good to go. These bad boys. I'm going to keep that bottom part just to sort of show that it was once a skateboard. Got those little board slide marks on there. I'm going to sand all of this off. Say goodbye to that creature logo. It is a shame, but got to get rid of that glue, and it's going to take off some of the graphic anyway, so just going to go for it. The way that these incense holders work is I get my Dremel and I get a groove going down in here, and then to get it all nice and smooth I have to go at it with a hand sand and fine sanding, so that graphic will come off regardless. Have it. I'm going to keep that bottom part similar as I did to the old butter skateboard, just to give it, you know, a little bit of character and just to show what it once used to be. Back to these, I'm going to get them all sanded off nice and straight. Like I say, they don't have to be perfect, as long as they're roughly the same width here as they are here. That's pretty good for me. You got that one. You got that one. And you got that one. So in order to turn one of these into one of these, we need the very special Dremel tool. I start off by hand. I don't even draw a line, I just eyeball it straight down the middle like this. Like I say, it doesn't have to be to the millimetre perfect. So it's starting to take shape like this. Obviously I have to go a lot deeper, and the aim here is to get into that green ply. So that green ply is going to come popping out from underneath. It's going to look real sick. Looking pretty good. Happy with that. Sweet. Alright, let's grab a couple of bits of sandpaper and take this outside. Bit of that, and then something a little bit finer for afterwards. So here we have it, very rough cut. Just going to get a little bit of sandpaper, and then just get my finger and run it up and down. And I do this for a little while, just to get it nice and smooth, shaped out nice. Happy with that? Nice. Almost there. Almost there. That's pretty much good. So it's gonna get the smallest one, the incense stick can fit in there. They go right in there, got to make sure I don't go all the way through. Little handful of incense burners, all pretty much, well, they're all completely done. Holes are in there, holes, holes, holes. Just pop that there, that should hang over there. That little groove real nice. All ready to go. Going to send them off at some point to the shop where they are there for your purchasing or pleasure. So I'm going to start fine sanding those rings off. I'm going to get a finer grit sandpaper for the Dremel head. You can see they're slowly starting to take that sort of band shape already. So that's basically near enough done. The rest of it is just going to be hand sanding, fine sanding, to make it completely smooth and even. To sand the inside, just roll up a little bit of sandpaper like that. Very nearly done. Make sure those edges are nice and straight, nice and sanded. And once they're completely sanded off, I'll take them outside and we'll give them a varnish. Come into shape quite nicely. So, I'm going to finish off these rings with a bit of interior varnish, just some hardwood varnish, protect, gives it a little bit of a gloss. All right, cool, there you have it. There's a couple of rings, a couple of incense holders. Hope you enjoyed watching the process of how I make them, and a few of you were curious. All of these are going to be available in Butter Skate Shop over Christmas time, so go in there, have a little look, grab a few things, and yeah, thanks for tuning in.